What is up, guys? It's your boy Yatushi Jenkins, also known as Baseloth, back with a brand new gameplay of the Underground DLC, aka the brand new Dragon's Nest Incursion. I haven't made a video in a while. I've been meaning to make a video, but I've just been like, I guess, playing other games because this game kind of fucked it over for me. And I wanted to make a video discussing my general thoughts on this DLC and Underground and the Incursion and blah blah blah. I mean, I think this DLC was good and bad. If it's fair, I want to give credit that Massive did do a really good job with the ARs. I know they're going to buff ARs even more. They're going to give it some armor damage ignorance to basically cut through armor mitigation. Because, I mean, the only viable guns right now in this game are still it's the G36E, the X45 pistol, and the M1A or the Dragunov. And I don't like that. I wish other guns were more viable. And this was a hit in this DLC. Let me explain why. The DLC was good, but the patch was bad. This makes any sense. Originally, there was a gear set called Striker's Battle Gear and Sentry's Call. Now, we all know how overpowered Sentry's Call was. That's unavoidably one of the most overpowered gear sets in the game. We all remember that. But after they nerfed both gear sets, Strikers, Sentries, and Savage was probably the only good way to get DPS. I mean, if you didn't mind running a 3-2-1 type of build. And it was the only way you could actually do some decent DPS against other mobs and players, and I guess that's why for many of us the PvP was still there. It wasn't necessarily entirely dead, but it was doable. And then they nerfed it to shit, and now there's really no real good gear set. I've been seeing a lot of people make videos about how Firecrest is amazing, and I'm here to tell you that that is not true. Firecrest is a lie. It's a scam kind of DPS. It's like when you stack accuracy on your guns, it's supposed to supposedly give you more DPS. It doesn't actually increase your damage. All it increases is reload speed. So don't fall prey to this belief that YouTubers are saying that Firecrest is amazing. You get 400k DPS. It's like having a nice car with a shitty engine inside. It looks nice, but it really isn't all that great. And that's what I don't like. I don't like that the gear sets aren't good. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that the gear sets aren't fun. I think the funnest gear set to use, in my opinion, which I actually have found a new love for, is Reclaimer and Alpha Bridge. Reclaimer allows you to pop consumables, which is amazing. And I mean absolutely amazing for incursions like this. I think this incursion, I spent it half the time playing the support role. I would have like 40k, I think I'm around like 40k skill power, 500,000 health, and around 157,000 DPS on my G36 and around 177 on my sniper. And I was doing a decent amount of DPS with my skill power, and I was running the support build. Reclaimer is awesome. You get to pop explosives and incendiary. I still don't know how PC players are able to pop all the consumables, but I still think it's relatively fun to use. And Alpha Bridge is amazing because now you can run like your favorite gun. Like let's say you love running the Vector or the shotgun. You can have another shotgun with really good talents you don't necessarily have unlocked, and then you could basically get those talents on your gun stacked onto it. So like let's say I have a Super 90 shotgun with Brutal Deadly, and then my third talent is Skilled, and then I have another shotgun that has, I guess, Vicious, Fierce, and Prepared, or something around that nature. Then I'm really going to be doing some dirty work on people with it, and it's really good. Now, I don't know what the hell is the point of Blind. I think Blind is not all that great. I think a lot of people were gassing it up, especially because of the Blind Battle Rifle, which was supposed to come out, that never came out. So that's my opinion on that. I still think the Blind Rifle will be an amazing gun when it actually does come out, and that is definitely something I will be farming for, because it's a relatively good, it's basically everything you want. It has great headshot damage, great range, and no recoil, and it's a fucking laser beam practically. Now, because of the DLC's Underground was necessarily good. I liked Underground. I liked a lot of the aspects of Underground, but I felt like it was a very wishy-washy kind of thing. And it was like an artificial difficulty that didn't really necessarily make sense. Underground wasn't all that great to me. I do love the Incursion. The Incursion was actually really tough because of the RC cars these little fucking dickheads have, and they shoot at you. It's annoying. It's really hard, and it's definitely really tough. I'm not sure what they were going with that, but it definitely is. It does feel rewarding to do this one. It probably has the most depth in terms of story, in terms of fun. The cleaners, they made the cleaners look badass, especially the Four Horsemen, the collective, you know, War, Pestilence, Death, and Famine, or whatever it was. That was surely an awesome thing that they did. I really liked that. That was really awesome. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to give me a lot of flack on this, but I hate the PP-19, and I feel like the new guns, they have very nice stats, but they aren't that good. I will still take the G36E, you know, the M16, and I still love my MP7. I wish that the MP7 was still a much more powerful weapon. And for that reason, I don't know why they I feel like the crit chance and crit damage, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like console players have a much harder time. I know on PC, people are still using the MP7 with Firecrest, just ripping people, and once again, the reload speed is just an inflation of DPS. It's nothing too serious, and that kind of sucks. And then now we move on to what once was my favorite part of the game, is probably the Dark Zone. Now, I hate the Dark Zone now, preferably probably for 2 reasons. Number 1 is the players, and number 2 is the NPCs. The NPCs being level 35 are way too strong. There was a post on Reddit talking about how Massive didn't think this one through because if an NPC is around 5 levels higher than you, they do more damage, and they technically also cut through your mitigation by, I think it was like a half or a quarter mark, whatever it was, and they're extremely powerful. They're actually insanely annoying. Now, I know a lot of people talk about how the Dark Zone's supposed to be tough, but not when the NPCs kill you in one shot. Like, NPCs now actually drop you in one shot. Now, with that being said, considering the NPCs are way too high considering the level cap we have right now and how it doesn't effectively work, I know a lot of people are going to give me flack on that. But then comes the problem with the players. Now, I thought shock turrets were bad. I remember how I used to whine and complain about shock turrets. Shock turrets are the least of my fucking worries. Because sticky bombs are the new meta for fucking kids who don't know how to aim their gun, and for kids who are really bad at the game and want to get an easy kill. I will be the first to say that skill power is probably the cheapest thing to run, considering anyone can run it. It doesn't take 5 minutes to make a good skill power build, considering you could still have around 700k toughness, and you could have close to around 48k skill power easily like it's nothing. Believe me or not, Technician's Authority does the job relatively well. And I know there's going to be a lot of people who are going to talk about how some of these gear sets are broken. If there's any gear set that's broken, it's Tactician's Authority. Yes, Tactician's Authority is still a fucking mind-boggling gear set because I don't know how the fuck it was missed, considering that you could just have toughness and just shoot a fucking overdose on the ground and get triage. There's no fun in the Dark Zone anymore. So now we have 2 things on why the Dark Zone is way too bad and why this patch ruined it. And then third is the general amount of DPS a player can do. This is not 231, by the way. This is actually pre-patch 201 back when I had chance on my MP7. And for that reason, I didn't really find this patch all that great. Like, great, it fixed ARs, but it still ass-fucked SMGs and it still ass-fucked players' DPS, because DPS is one of the things you truly have to sacrifice. Like, if you want to get around a good 200,000 DPS, you have to actually put Reckless, but then you have to take an extra 4.5 amount of damage, and I don't know if that's genuinely worth it for that extra percentage of damage, considering everyone's just going to shoot an overdose on the ground and run around until they triage or until they all focus fire at you. This game has really become a clusterfuck where just people just focus fire on one kid, and it's not the same, and it surely isn't that fun, and it's not all that great. I think the Dark Zone is dead until they fix it. At least give us fucking Strikers and Sentries back in terms of the 3-2-1 builds. I understand the Sentries build, or at least give them six-piece bonuses. Like, Sentries should be able, I don't know, be able to stack with, like, I guess, ARs or burst ARs or something, and then Strikers, if for every you don't miss a shot, instead of like missing shots, it's just as long as you're not dealing DPS for the bonuses. Because as for the way things are, the Dark Zone is not the best place to be, and it surely isn't that fun considering people are just hitting you with sticky bombs and one-shotting you, and you have to basically force yourself to run exotic damage resilience. I'm not a big fan of that, and I really think that's a dumbass thing that they did. I don't know what the hell's Massive is waiting for. I think they're smoking a bunch of dick over at Massive because they really don't know what's going on, and I hate how they still haven't nerfed not Sentries. I hate how they still haven't nerfed fucking, fuck, I can't even remember off the top of my fucking head. Ah, fuck. How they haven't nerfed Tactician's Authority, and how they haven't nerfed Sticky Bombs, and how they haven't just included exotic damage resilience in that toughness mitigation. So, I guess that's all I really have to say. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. This is Yatushi Jenkins, and I'm out of here. And also, I miss you so much, Og. You're still my baby. I miss you so much. Every time I pray. So I'll be missing you, Og. Bye. I love you, Og. Thank you.
Hey, get your ass over here. You need what I got.